What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. This one's going to be a bit of a news video, a bit of an update. There's some big changes coming to the channel. I've been thinking about them for a long time about how I want to mix up the channel and do some things in some different ways. So today I thought I'm actually going to reveal a couple of them to you guys. Now, I know a lot of people don't really want to stay around for a super long video about reasons why and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the big news first, how you guys can get involved and help me out. And then afterwards, I'll sort of break down a bit more why I've come to these decisions and why I'm going to be going down this route. So some of the big news that I want to start off with today is that I am starting a second YouTube channel. That's right. I'm going to have 2 YouTube channels on the go. Going to keep me super busy most of the time. The new channel is going to be MaD Dragon Plays. Now, this channel is going to be completely dedicated to everything that we have to do with gaming. So anyone who's enjoyed the Grounded series on the channel, if you enjoy checking out me playing some of the indie games, or when we've done live streams of Kingdoms and Castles and other little indie games like that, or Destroy Humans was the latest one on the channel. If you enjoy all of those gaming videos, just listen to me play some games, lose my mind a little bit, if that's the stuff you really enjoy, head over to the channel. The link is in the description. You can search it on YouTube. It's MaD Dragon Plays. It's already somehow got like 10 subscribers, even though I've only put 2 videos up on there. I've just sort of passively put some content on there for the meantime. But yeah, we've already got some subscribers over there. Head over there, press subscribe. That is where I'm going to be moving all of the gaming stuff onto. So if you enjoy that stuff, head over there. Now, with that comes a big decision for this channel. I'm actually going to be rebranding this channel a lot. This is no longer going to be the MaD Dragon Productions channel. I'm actually going to change this channel to be called MaD Dragon Rugby. Now, some of you more eagle-eyed viewers may have already noticed this has already happened. There's a couple of reasons behind this, but one thing before we get into the reasons why, I would just ask anyone who just enjoys the channel, enjoys listening to me talk about anything, even if you don't like the gaming side of stuff, if you just come here because you love listening about rugby, some of the post-match reports or some of the breakdowns or some of the analytics around it, you're like, you know what, MaD Dragon, I don't really care that much about gaming. I'm just here because I enjoy the rugby content. That is absolutely fine. I would ask, though, if you could just do me a favor, click on the link in the description, head over to the new channel as well, and just hit subscribe. Just do it and just turn off all notifications. You'll never hear about a video from it. You'll never have to see any of the gaming stuff, but it will really help me just get that channel started off the ground really early. It does help out when you have a new channel, just to have a little boost in subscribers. So just head over there, press subscribe, and then turn off all the notifications, and you'll never ever see anything from that channel ever, but it will help me out a lot. Now, like I've just said, this channel is going to be rebranded as MaD Dragon Rugby, and the reasons behind this, I should probably say off the bat as well, if you're here because you enjoy watching me play like Rugby 22, or you enjoy, if you ever play like Rugby Challenge 4, there's potentially a new rugby game coming out next year as well. If you enjoy rugby video games, that is going to be staying. Anything to do with rugby is going to be here for you guys. It's all going to be on one channel. So I'm sure people are wondering why I've come to this decision. So basically, I've been tracking some of the analytics of the channel quite closely recently, seeing how things have been changing, how it's been doing with view count stuff. Of course, we are nearing now that 2,000 subscriber mark, which is so awesome. If you haven't subscribed already, just press that subscribe button, help the channel out a little bit. But one thing I've been noticing is that as the channel has progressed over the last couple of years of me having it and it just being a hobby, and just it started out as something I just wanted to play video games right back when, and I just used to play all sorts of different video games. They did okay, a lot of these videos, you know, maybe they have a couple hundred views, but every so often you'll see here they'll have sort of 16 or 50 views. That tends to be how they go, but I really enjoy doing them. And then for whatever reason, this channel really started taking off as a rugby channel, which is great. That was never the intention, but it really did. People enjoyed the coverage. People enjoyed me covering Rugby 22, actual video games about rugby. People have enjoyed me talking about the Six Nations. You can see the view count slowly began to go up more and more and more as we've been going on when we talk about rugby. Now, one thing I have been noticing is that every single time I try and get back into doing some videos about gaming, I have actually been noticing a bit of a negative impact on the channel itself with then the videos that come after it. Now, I think this is a thing that just happens in YouTube where basically you begin to generate an audience around something. You get known for something. And one of my friends actually brought up with me, if you go onto YouTube and type in MaD Dragon, one of the top searches is MaD Dragon Rugby. It's not even a channel. It's not even what the channel's called, but so many people have become to know me for that sort of thing. So what happens is that the audience now on the channel is so based around rugby and rugby content, that a lot of people don't really care about the gaming stuff. I've seen comments people like, I'm just here for the rugby stuff, which is absolutely fine. But one thing I have been noticing is the impact of stuff. As you can see, when we go around here, this was like the summer internationals. As you can see, as the summer internationals were going on, we had some videos that did really well. You've got to remember the size of my channel compared to the view counts is insane on some of these videos. So we got like 7,000 views there, 2,000 there, 1,000 for some end of the round results. Even a stream, even me streaming rugby, got 600 views. That is so many for like an actual stream going on. So then I was like, well, I'll try and incorporate the gaming back in, and you can see this view count immediately drop down and down and down. Even things like Grounded, one of the most well-known things the channel was known for back in the day, didn't really do too well in the stream. And what I noticed then was that the knock-on effect to the next videos actually impacts them. So the next rugby video we did only got 118. I played another game. I did some co-op gameplay with another person, and then I noticed the view counts were, again, you go down to this 200, 300 marker again. Even the stream did pretty well, to be fair. That's a good stream for me, to be honest. And then eventually a good video goes back up. It gets back up to that 10,000. And what I've noticed is these analytics sort of do this every time I try and add in a gaming video. So then we started focusing a bit more on rugby, and you can see the viewership count. We go from that 10,000, we hold at 3,000, 4,000. You know, it's around the 500 mark as opposed to the 200 marker. We're nearing 1,000 there. The streams are still doing pretty well for rugby. And then eventually as we go up, we're keeping these sort of 1,000, 1,600, 2,000. I tried to add in Destroy All Humans onto a stream. It didn't do particularly well. And you immediately see the knock-on effect to the next couple of videos. 200, 200, even the review video, 200, and then eventually it begins to spike back up for a different rugby video. So basically it's become a bit tricky, whereby this channel is basically split up into two totally different audiences. I have people that enjoy just watching the gameplay and just playing little indie games and having a bit of fun with it, and then I have people that really enjoy the rugby content, who just want to know facts, stats, breakdowns, match reports. You know, they're two very specific audiences. In the middle, we do have the people that enjoy joining me in the streams for like Rugby 22 and stuff like that. So there's a nice broad range, but one thing that I found is basically doing a video about this thing really impacts this thing, and doing a video about this thing really impacts this thing. And it's never positive. It's never good. It always actually impacts it in quite a bad way. So this is the way I'm going to get around it. That's hopefully going to be a way for you guys to enjoy the content a bit more. The bulk of the audience seems to be people that enjoy rugby, from what I see in the comments, from the amount of subscribers we get per video, the amount of views we get per video. So that's why I'm moving this channel over. It's going to be completely about rugby. It'll make it easy to find in search bars as well for people. So many big rugby channels have the word rugby in their title. I do not. I have it as productions, which again doesn't help with YouTube algorithms and finding stuff that people want to look for. So, but it means I can now have two completely different avenues. I can have the rugby stuff, which I really enjoy talking about, but eventually you do begin to burn out a lot. There is a lot of content that comes out around rugby, especially like we do in the Rugby Championship recently. There's, 4 videos a week plus a 5th on a Monday, having to try and find the spare time to do it. This isn't a job. This isn't a career for me. This is a hobby. This is all done in my spare time. I don't earn a great deal of money doing it. It's just something I really enjoy. So eventually you can begin to get a bit burnt out with it. So sometimes it's nice to just go and play a video game. And if it's all on a new channel, I know that people will just really enjoy going over there and watching that stuff. I get to spend more time just editing that, make that a much more fun video, make that something I'm much more proud of, as opposed to just sitting down, playing a game and just uploading it and not really getting the most out of it. I can focus on two completely things. It'll probably also really help with trying to get more consistent viewership. People probably stick around more if they know it's just going to be about rugby videos, as opposed to subscribing to the channel because they really enjoyed a rugby video and the next thing is about a completely different video game, and someone might just go, oh, that's not the channel I thought it was, and unsubscribe. So it helps the consistency of the channel. It'll help the channel find some stuff more, and it'll allow me a bit more leeway with just doing the things I enjoy as my hobby, and hopefully you guys will be able to make the most of it. So like I said, anyone that enjoys sticking with the channel just because you love all of the sort of the gaming content and playing the indie games and some of the series we've got going on, head over to the new channel. The link is in the description. You can also just search it on YouTube. It is searchable now. It comes basically up as like a second result search for me now when you type in MaD Dragon anyway. Head over there and subscribe. That is where all the content is going to be being moved to in terms of the gaming side of stuff. And even if you're not massively into your gaming but you just want to show some support for the channel, please please also head over there and just hit subscribe. Like I said, just turn off the notifications. I won't feel bad if you guys don't watch those videos, but it does really help the channel in terms of the amount of subscribers. To show your support, head over there, make sure that channel gets a bit of love as well. So this channel will slowly be rebranded now as MaD Rugby. This is where you can come for all of your previews, your match reports, your world rankings update, your rugby video games, which I am going to be sticking around because I know so much of the audience actually likes both sides of it. The rugby gaming stuff will be staying on here. So if we get a new rugby game in 2023, it'll all be coming out on this channel. There'll be a bit of a burst of rugby gaming content when it comes out there. I also really like incorporating it for the streams. One thing I've really started enjoying on this channel is such a different thing to what I started out with, is doing the streaming, being able to talk to you guys, actually being able to communicate with people in a chat and engage and chat about rugby and do stuff like that. I really enjoy that. I really want to try and build streaming into it more. A couple of people have asked me about like whether I'd actually do like streaming for games. I've seen a couple of other guys do that, like they commentate on the game as it's happening without showing it. I don't know if I would ever move on to do something like that. I don't know if it would detract for me personally about how much I would be enjoying the game if I was also commentating. Maybe I'll try it out one day. I'd have to know if that was something you guys would actually want to tune into, and then sort of what games I'd want to cover. There's still games I don't know a lot about. If you've been following the Rugby Championship series, you'll know I probably get most player pronunciations wrong, and that would probably just be most of the chat anyway. So maybe the Six Nations or something, but I'm not sure how many people would actually want to tune into something like that. But if I can find a way to incorporate the streaming a bit more and actually be able to talk to you guys, the Super Brews really help with that. A lot of people getting involved, chatting about their Super Brew score and stuff in the comments of videos and stuff. So something like that, maybe we'll move on to do some streaming, but with the Super Brew stuff, so we can chat to people and how they're getting on the Super Brew. I think that would be a good laugh. But let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think of this switch up, what you think of the big news, and how you think we can help make this channel even better, because you guys are the ones that watch it, you guys are the people that subscribe, you guys are the people that get the viewer counts up. So I really like hearing back from you. As long as it's constructive criticism or just positive things and things I can think about, that's always welcome on the channel. So I hope you've all enjoyed today, guys. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.